Hi, my name is Alan Troisi, and I'm a Senior Applications Engineer here at Lakos Filtration Systems. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about your system startup, either a TC, a TB package, basin cleaning, or a side stream. Principles are basically the same, so we're going to go over the basics, so it'll be easy for you to understand the things you need to be aware of when you're starting up a Lakos unit. So, on site, this is what you're going to see, in most cases, as your package. What you see here is our Lakos separator, a pump, control panel, an inlet basket strainer on the TC packages or a diffuser, and some type of a purge system. In this case, we have an SRV, which is a solids recovery vessel. Could be a valve too, but this is an SRV. So the first things you want to make sure of is looking over your equipment before you start it up is to make sure that everything is there. Critical things, pressure gauges. These are shipped with pressure gauges loose. They're usually kept in the control panel. You want to make sure that these are installed before you do anything, because this is going to tell us if the unit is operating at the correct design parameters. Second, you want to check in your control panel. Make sure that the control panel is sized for your voltage. So if you have a 460 line coming in, you want to make sure that the panel inside says that it's rated for 460 and set up ready to go. You want to take you also want to take the SRV and open it up. It is shipped with 2 bags in it, and you only need one to work it. So you want to make sure that you open this up, take out the spare bag, close everything back up, make sure it's sealed tight. So once you get to that point, you're ready to start looking at starting up your system. This right here is going to be your inlet, so your water source will come into here. This is going to be from your cooling tower or from a pipe if you're on a side stream package. If you're on a side stream system, that will come from a main system pipe. Main thing to be aware of here, all the standard Lakos systems require flooded suction 100% of the time. So you need to make sure that wherever your water level is, it is above this level of a minimum of the pump. So that to make sure that and your piping and everything needs to be so that it has a straight run of piping into the unit as best you can, and it will make sure that it ensures flooded suction. Once you have everything checked, you've got water, you know you have water in the line, ready to go. First thing we're going to do, most of the time you'll have a valve here. We're going to close that down about anywhere from 1/2 to 3/4 of the way for the initial startup. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to turn our disconnect on. We're going to bump our pump for a couple of seconds. What we're doing is we're looking to make sure that the pump rotation is correct. Should be an arrow on the motor that tells you which way the motor should turn. And you'll see at the end there's an opening to see the fan to confirm to make sure that the pump is rotating in the correct direction. Once you've confirmed that, you can go ahead and turn the unit on in the hand position, start the unit up, check for leaks, look around, make sure nothing's leaking on it, look here, these type of points, the joints, anything where there's water going through, you want to make sure that there's no leaks on the system. Once you get the unit started, on TC or basin cleaning packages, you can slowly open this valve up all the way. The TC packages will use the back pressure from the hydro booster sweeper piping in the cooling tower basin to control the flow and the design of the system. If you're operating this as a side stream system off of a main line, this valve is critical that you want to make sure that you use this to control the flow and continue to monitor the pressure through the gauges. The pump will want to run out further on the curve, so you want to be able to use this valve, open it up to a point, and make sure that you're in the operating range differential of the separator. For TC-TB packages, that operating range is about 3 to 12 pounds of differential pressure. On the ETCX or ETBX packages, that range can be anywhere from 2 to 15 psi differential. The other thing with the valve is sometimes, especially on side stream units, we can see vibration if the pump is running too far out to the right of the curve. So again, you may need to throttle this back. Could be anywhere from 1/2 to 3/4 close to make sure to reduce some of the vibration and again get these gauges, get the differential back into the correct operating range of your separator. That information can be found in our literature for the separator. You can look up the package systems. It'll tell you what separator you have on there, and you can go to the separator literature and it'll give you the correct pressure drop range for that separator. So that's the basics of it. Simple, pretty simple to start up. If you have any other issues that come up or crop up during the thing, you're more than welcome to call the factory and speak with one of the application engineers, and we'll do our best to help you get it figured out. Thanks very much.